Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaivam Narotamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudhirayet Nashta Prayeshu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Rutamasloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naistiki. So we are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 47, Text 28. Shruyatam Preya Sandesaha Bhavatinam Sukha Avaha Yam Adaya Agataha Bhadraha Aham Bhartuhu Rahaha Karaha Shruyatam Priya Sandeso Shruyatam Priya Sandeso Bhavatinam Sukavaha Bhavatinam Sukavaha Yamadhaya Yagato Bhadra Yamadhaya Gato Bhadra Aham Bharturahaskaraha Aham Karturahaskaraha Shriyatam Priya Sandeso Bhavatinam Sukavaha Yamadhaya Gato Bhadra Aham Bharturahaskaraha Shruyatam Priya Sandeso Bhavatinam Sukavaha Yamadhaya Gato Bhadra Aham Bharturahaskaraha Shriyatam Priya Sandeso Bhavatinam Sukavaha To Bhadra Shriyatam Priya Sandeso Bhavatinam Sukavaha Shriyatam Priya Sandeso Bhavatinam Sukavaha Yamadaya Gato Bhadra Mataji's Sriyatam Priya Sandeso Bhavatinam Sukavaha Yamadaya Gato Bhadra Sriya Sandeso Bhavatinam Bhadra Aham Bhaturahaskarah Sriyatam, please hear prayer of your beloved Sandesaha, the message Bhavatinam, for you, Sukha, happiness, Avahaha, bringing, Yam, which, Adaya, carrying, Agataha, have come, Bhadraha, good ladies, Aham, I, Bhartuhu, of my master, Rahaha, of confidential duties, Karaha, the executor. Translation. My good ladies, now please hear your beloved message, which I, the confidential servant of my master, have come here to bring you. Please repeat. My good ladies, please hear your beloved message, which I, the confidential servant of my master, have come here to bring you. So purport this one. So read the next one, text 29. Sri Bhagavan Uvacha Bhavatinam Viyogume Nahi Sarvatmana Kvachit Yatha Bhutani Bhutesu Kambayuragni Janam Mahi Tataham Cha Mana Prana Bhutendriya Gunasrayaha. Praise be. The Supreme Lord said, you are never actually separated from me, for I am the soul of all creation, just as the elements of nature, ether, air, fire, water, and earth are present in every created thing. So I am present within everyone's mind, life, air, and senses, and also within the physical elements and the modes of material nature. Purport. This is the purport by the disciple of Srila Prabhupada. The key. According to Srila Jiva Goswami and Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti, the apparently philosophical language of the Lord's statement conceals a deeper meaning. The Supreme Lord was secretly telling the gopis that life, by way of reciprocating their special love for Him, was present with them not only as a soul of all creation but also as their special lover. In this sense of the verse, the word guna indicate the gopis, special divine qualities which attracted Sri Krishna, and the words sarvatmana, which we have here translated in reference to Lord Krishna himself, corresponding to the word me, may, which is also in the instrumental case, is also understood in the sense of sarvata, or completely. In other words, although in one sense Lord Krishna was absent, he could never be completely absent, since in his spiritual form he is always in the hearts and mind of the gopis. In Krishna, the Supreme Person of Godhead, and other books, Srila Prabhupada has elaborately explained that the reason Lord Krishna separated himself from the gopis was to intensify their love for him. And as Uddhava noted, to bless other devotees by revealing to them the intensity of the gopis' love. In fact, the Lord was spiritually present with the gopis, since they are his eternal associates. Srila Vishnu Chakravarti further points out that foolish person will conclude that Sri Krishna's use of philosophical language meant that the Lord was trying to bring the gopis to the point of liberation by explaining basic points of Krishna conscious philosophy. In truth, the gopis are the most exalted liberated soul, and their pastime with Sri Krishna must be understood with the help of authorized acharyas. When the gopis came for the rasa dance, Sri Krishna tried to preach karma yoga to them, emphasizing ordinary ethics and morality. But the gopis were beyond that. Similarly, Lord Krishna now offers them jnana yoga, on metaphysical philosophy, but this is also inadequate for the gopis who have achieved a spontaneous unalloyed love for Sri Krishna. Om Jnana Timirandasya Jnanandana Salakaya Chakshurun Miritam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadhamahayam Dadati Swapadantikam. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesa Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurange Radhe Vrindavaneshware Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhyaivacha Paritanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So first I would like to express my heartfelt joy to be here at the SriSriRadhaRasbihariTemple. Radharasbihari ki, Staram Lakshman Hanuman ki, Shgonitai ki. So here, Lord Krishna disappeared from the side of the gopis to intensify the love for him. This is another way of intensifying love for the Lord, by being away or disappearing from the side of the gopis. Earlier it was explained that the gopis had some pride. So to cut down that pride, because the gopis were thinking, oh, Krishna is ours, Krishna is mine. So some trace of pride was there. And this is why, to cut down this pride, the Lord disappeared from the gopis. But now there's a question may come, so why, how is it that the gopis have pride? They've exhibited the highest devotional service, highest love of Godhead. So how is it that they have got pride? That's why Krishna disappeared. But they don't have pride. It is just the making of Leela Shakti. It's Leela Shakti who is actually making that, arranging that situation like that. But in fact, they don't have any pride. So Leela Shakti is making that, make them to have apparently so-called pride, but they don't have pride. But so that Krishna will disappear, and also to intensify the love for him. Many times Lord Krishna would do that. Even for Uddhava. Uddhava, he said that he is a messenger, right? Bhartu, the word is used. Aham Bhartu Rahaskaraha. You know, I'm the servant of your master. So even for Uddhava also, because now Uddhava is Yadavas, Yadu from the Yadu dynasty, residing in Dwarka. He was also in Mathura and Dwarka. So the Dwarkavasi, the Yadus may be thinking that we are the greatest devotee, we are the best devotee, because Krishna is residing in Dwarka. We are very close to Krishna. So we are the best devotee. So little pride could be there also in Uddhava. So that also Krishna wanted to cut down, to show to the Dwarkavasi, the Yadus, that the Brisbasis, they are the greatest, the highest devotee. And that's why Uddhava was sent to Vrindavan. Right? Uddhava was sent to Vrindavan with a message of Krishna's message. That was an excuse also, because the gopis, Uddhava was sent actually to pacify the gopis. Right? So when Uddhava came and trying to pacify the devotees, the Brisbasis, and he was defeated, right? In his trying to present philosophical points. This is what he's saying here. Don't worry, Krishna is with you. Krishna is inside, Krishna is outside. Right? This is jnana, philosophical points. In fact, when the gopis came, when Krishna was doing Rasalila, Krishna was teaching them karma yoga, to pacify them, or trying to get them away. But here this is jnana yoga, jnana. But also to show that Uddhava, to give lesson to Uddhava, see, don't think that you're the best. Of course, we know Dwarka is good, Mathura is better, and Vrindavan is best. Good, better, best. We know like that, right? Next time instruction also explained. Hierarchy, good, better, best. Of course, Dwarka is the abode of duty. Mostly Krishna there was performing his duty, right? Because Krishna explained in Gita that I also do my duty. He's telling Arjuna, you have to do your duty. I don't have any desires, I don't lack anything, still I perform my duty. So why is Krishna performing his duty? In the abode of Dwarka is the abode of duty. But Vrindavan is the abode of prema. That's the difference. Dwarka is abode of duty, and Vrindavan, there Krishna is performing mostly his duties, looking after the family, going to the sabha, going to the committee, meeting the people, speaking to his family members, giving away cows as donation. We would discuss many things. He would also be doing meditation in the morning. So this is abode of of duty. But then the abode of prema is Vrindavan. So Krishna would do that to cut off the prides, even of the Brijbasi, even of Uddhava also. Right? Uddhava was the highest devotee also, but tainted with some jnana. He wasn't a jnani as such, but jnana bhakta, you can say, Uddhava. Even for Sudama, Krishna also, Jiva Goswami, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur explained that Sudama had lost trace of pride. Was the last trace of pride. And what happened is Krishna wanted to cut that off also. We know Sudama is very humble, right? But Vishwanath Jiva Goswami explained that. He explained that Sudama was thinking, I am the most renounced person. You know, he was very poor. He might be thinking, I'm the most renounced person. And Krishna had cut off this pride by coming down from his position on the floor to wash the feet of Sudama. This is how Krishna's cut down the pride of Sudama. Because even the Supreme Lord can come further down, you know. Left his asana, his bed, come down and put Sudama on his bed. And Krishna himself was washing the feet of Sudama with the tears from his eyes. So Jiva Goswami explained that this is actually to cut off this the last trace of pride of Sudama. Krishna came down from his position to wash the feet. So here we can see the exhibition or this bhava, emotion of separation, viraha bhav. Very, very intense. And what the gopis are doing also, they are actually speaking in contrast, right? In contrast of their suffering, in contrast with their misfortune, with the fortune of the ladies of Mathura and Dwarka. How unfortunate we are. So the contrasting, right? That's the way they speak. This is all bhav, right? That now Krishna must be very happy, enjoying. Now Kamsa has been killed, and Krishna must be enjoying with the ladies of Mathura, right? So they are speaking like that, in contrast of their misfortune with the fortune of the ladies of Mathura and Dwarka. So just like Krishna, this is a song of the bee, right? Bee, the bees, Madhu. You say Madhu. Some acharyas, they have also been describing Krishna like the bee, Madhu. Krishna also like Madhu, because the bee is black, right? Krishna also is black. And the bees have got some yellow spot, you know, on the bees. So Krishna also has got yellow dhoti, the same gotra. And the bees are making some sound. Boom. Krishna also makes sound with his flute. Right? And the bees go from one flower to next flower, the third flower to the next flower, next flower. Krishna also, from one gopi to the other gopi, third gopi, the other gopi. You know? So some comparison is being made even by the gopis also. Krishna is also like the bumblebee, the bees. Same gotra, the bees, and also Krishna. So here, this is the intensity of the love, because there's two ways. There is sambhog and viraha. It is said that viraha, love in separation, is higher than love in union. Right? Love in separation is higher than love in union. Yes. Love in it's explained that the love in separation is more palatable. Is more palatable. Love in separation. Of course, there is a reflection of that also in material world, right? Material world, when the husband is going to work and the wife at home is thinking of the husband more, right? But that's a reflection. Why it is a reflection is not real. Because at time, even the husband is away, or the husband may be also having some extramarital affair, right? Even the wife also. So that's just a reflection of that real viraha bhav of the gopis. And this is one of the reasons why Krishna also left Vrindavan, went to Dwarka, is to increase the love for him. And that's not one-sided, it is both sides. Krishna also was suffering from the pain of separation from the prispase. It's two ways, right? Love is two ways. He was also suffering from pain. When he was sleeping at night, Rukmini said to the inhabitants of Vrindavan, he said, my husband, when he sleeps at night, is dreaming and is always calling the names of the inhabitants of Vrindavan. Hey Nanda Maharaj, hey Yasodamaya, hey Radha, hey Lalita, hey Vishaka. And Rukmini said, when I speak to my husband, sometimes he's absent-minded. Have you ever seen a wife speaking to the husband, and the husband is absent-minded? Kya? What are you talking? What are you telling? So this is absent-minded because Krishna is thinking of the inhabitants of Vrindavan. This is two ways. Krishna also is suffered that pain, the pang of separation from the inhabitants. Very, very painful. But we understand this is bhava, emotion. How is that it is so painful? I mean, that separation is explained also. That pain of separation is explained, that viraha, bhav. Nayana Jamuna Jane Anibar Tomara Virohe Giridhari. In separation from Krishna, the tears flowing from the eyes, cascading like the Yamuna water. Can you imagine? Cascade? Yamuna's cascading from the eyes. Tumare Virohe Girdhari. Virohe. Girdhari, separation from Girdhari, tears are flowing from my eyes. So this is a description given in Shastra. So Radharani is explaining that viraha. I think this is in Padyavali. He's explaining that viraha. How is it so painful? She's explaining that pain that she gets in separation from Giridhari, from Krishna. And she's telling to Vishaka, she's telling that it is very, very difficult to explain that separation. The pain of separation is extremely difficult to explain. I cannot explain. And she said that it would be my good fortune if I could dream of Krishna. Right? It would be my good fortune if I could dream of Krishna. But now even sleep has become my enemy. I cannot sleep. How will I dream? If I would be dreaming of Krishna, that would be my good fortune. But today, nowadays, even sleep has become my enemy. I cannot sleep. Since Krishna left Vrindavan, I will never sleep. I haven't slept at all. So even sleep is playing against me. Sleeping is playing against me. I cannot sleep. How would I dream of Krishna? I cannot even dream. It's difficult. So she's saying like that. And then, and very, very difficult to explain. And the gopis, even sometime because of that pain of separation from Krishna, and sometimes they want to even forget him. Right? They want to forget because creating so much pain, but they cannot forget him. Even if they want, but they can't. Right? They cannot forget Krishna. So, and here again, Srimati Radharani is telling, this time she's telling to Lalita the pain of separation. How does it feel, that emotion? He said it's very, very, very difficult. This pain of separation. Cannot describe it. It is more painful, it is more stressful than drinking poison. This pain of separation is like more stressful than drinking poison. That's what he said. And it's like being pierced by a thunderbolt. You know, thunderbolt? This pain of separation is like someone being pierced by, first she said poison, and now she's saying being pierced by a thunderbolt. And it's very distressful than drinking poison. And then she said it's like someone dying out of cholera. That's what she said. And someone dying of cholera. The pain that one suffers. So this is how Radharani actually described the pain of separation from Krishna. So this is viraha bhav. But our mood in our sampradaya, our parampara, that's the mood they have taken. Hey Radhe Vraja Devike Chalalite Hey Nanda Suno Kutaha. Right? Why is Krishna? Why is Radharani? Are they here? Govardhan? Why is Lalita? Why is Visakha? So this is a mood. Don't try to see Krishna, but act in such a way that Krishna can see you. That's our mood. Even the gopi is also like that. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also, same mood. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna, but he has come, he has taken the mood of Srimati. Hey Krishna, Hey Krishna, Hey Krishna. Wherever he goes, he is looking for Krishna. In separation from Krishna. He's looking for Krishna. Hey Krishna. His mood of separation from Krishna. Right? So, yeah. De anilo premadana karuna prachur. Then, Eno Prabhu Kota Gela Acharya Thakur. Narottam Das Thakur wrote this song not because of the disappearance of his guru. He wrote this song after the disappearance of his best friend, Srinivas Acharya. Where has he gone? The one who brought the treasure of love of Godhead. Where has he gone? Is looking. Anale pasibo mata, anale pasibo. You know, is describing like that. I'm going to smash my head against a stone. I'm going to enter fire. Where will I find him? This is viraha. You know, where has he gone? I'm going to smash my head or enter into fire. Gauranga Gunera Nidhi Kota Gele Prabhu. Gauranga, who is having lots of guna, good qualities, plenty, ocean of qualities. Where has he gone, the great dancer? Narottam is crying. Khande. Khande means is crying. Where will I find him? So this is actually the mood of the devotees flowing from Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, viraha bhav, in separation. What is the most painful situation for a devotee? What's it called? Madhye dukkha. Madhye dukkha madhye kona dukkha, right? Dukkha madhye kona dukkha hai guru tara. What is the most painful situation of all the painful situation for a devotee or miseries of a devotee? What is the most miserable situation? He's saying like that. Kona madhye dukkha. Guru Tara means what is the most painful situation for a devotee? What is that? Krishna Bhakta Virahe. Separation of a devotee is the most painful situation. So, Striya Madhya Kon. What is the most beneficial for the devotees? The association of devotees. That's what's been explained. So this viraha, these gopis here, they're actually experiencing that viraha bhav. And they are speaking in contrast also. They'll be speaking in contrast of the misfortune against the fortune of the inhabitants of Dwarka and also Mathura. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has actually been exhibited that also, that mood of viraha. We've seen that in one time it's happened in Navadvip, Mamgachi, somewhere. So Ramchandra Bhagavan was traveling there with Sita Devi. And then Ramachandra Bhagavan, at one point, he was smiling. And Sita asked, why are you smiling? And Ramchandra said, you know, this is a very nice place here, this dham, this place here. One day I'm going to incarnate here. I'm going to take birth here. I'm going to come here. Incarnation, I will come here. But I will take sannyas. Sita was very happy to hear that news, but when Ramchandra said, I will take sannyas, I said, what's the use? You take sannyas, what do you need me? She was not happy when she heard that the Lord is going to take sannyas, you know, in Navadvip. But then Ramachandra said, no. In this avatar, as Ramachandra, I'm staying in Ayodhya. I'll be staying in a city. in the palace, and you're going to the forest. Right? I stay in the city, you go to the forest. And to perform yajna, I have to make your murti. You know, murti was made of Sita, both together sitting for the yajna. But in these incarnations, as Gauranga, you will be staying at home, right? You stay in the house, and I'm going to go to the forest. I'll take sannyas. And you'll have my murti, right? This is the reverse, right? You're going to have my murti, I'm going to go to the forest, but in this lifetime, I'm going to stay in the city, you go to the forest. To repay you back, to reward you, so this will be the situation that I will have to go to the forest and you stay back at home and serve me. So we see that even in Krishna Lila, this Viraha Bhav is there exhibited. Even in the story of Ramachandra, that was also exhibited. Ram was away for 14 years. But even when she came back, even when Sita came back, and then she was again sent to the forest. Yeah? And even also during the Leela pastime of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Mahaprabhu also took sannyas away from Vishnupriya, right? Viraha Bhav again. And Vishnupriya, what she was doing, she was chanting. She said, when the Lord took sannyas, she said, the whole world will be able to see Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, except me. Except me will not be able to. That's what she said. And then she was chanting. Every time she was chanting, one mala, one grain of rice. Right? One mala, that's a counting bead. And that much malas she would do, that much rice she would cook and eat that. That's Vishnupriya. I mean, according, how many rice are we eating daily? How many grains of rice are we eating, right? In one spoon of rice, hundreds and thousands of rice, right? On our plate. According to that standard, we should be eating only 16 grains of rice. Right? According to Vishnu Mata's Priya's principle, we should be eating. So Lord is saying here, his message that Uddhava brought is, don't worry, Lord is never separated from you. Right? Lord is everywhere. Right? In his Shakti is everywhere. It's present everywhere. He's also a super soul. But the gopis, they don't want that kind of philosophy. They're above this. Because in the purport, it is said that Krishna spoke this philosophy for them because just to give them some, to balance, you know. But not because they were already above this. They're already above. They have reached the highest summit. That philosophy will not work. We want our Krishna. You know. Even when Sachimata was crying when she heard that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is going to take sannyas, she was the last one to hear this message. Everybody got the message. But she was the last one to get the message. When she got the message, Mahaprabhu is going to take sannyas, she was crying profusely. Even Nityananda Prabhu was crying. Nityananda Prabhu was thinking, Mahaprabhu is going to take sannyas, no one can stop him. But what's going to happen to Sachi? She's going to die. Husband already left, son, the eldest son already left. Now she was living because of Mahaprabhu. Now Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is going to go. What's going to happen to Sachimata? She's going to die. Right. She was crying. Nityananda Prabhu was crying profusely for a whole day in the corner somewhere. Because Mahaprabhu is going to everyone due to separation. Even Mukunda also. Mahaprabhu told him, no, I am going to bring the treasure. Taking sannyas means I'm going to bring the treasure for all the inhabitants of the people here. Like a son going out, bringing treasure for the family. And Mukunda said, yes, a son goes out, work, and bring treasure for the family when the family are still alive. But you're going to take sannyas, bring the treasure, everyone will be dead. Your parent, your mother will die before you come back. So then at last, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was telling to his mother, no mother, we have been always together. We have never been separated. When I was Ramachandra, you were Kaushalya. When I was Aditi, you were Vamandev. Right? I was Krishna, you were Devaki. Now, same mother and same son. So there was never separation. We're always together. This is to pacify his mother. Nityananda Mahaprabhu is telling that. And then she became a little bit pacified. We're always together. But then at the end, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu became very heavy with mother. What are you talking about? Son, daughters, family members, mother and father. These are all temporary. Not philosophy. These are all temporary. The son trying to go out and work by hook or crook, bring some money by sinful activities to maintain a family, and the family also incurring so much sin due to that money, that wealth. They want that. The son will go to hell. The family also will go to hell. That's what Mahaprabhu, how he spoke to his mother afterward, after, philosophical point. But it's true that this love here, separation, explained in Shastra and Viraha Bhav, Yugaitam Nimeshena Chakshusha Pravishaitam Sunyahitam Jagat Sarvam Govinda Vidhena. May one moment of separation. Yugaitam is like a yuga, 12 years or more. Right? A yug. Yugaitam Nimish. Nimish means fraction, moment. A moment is like 12 years. Yugaitam Nimeshena Chakshusha Pravishaitam. Chakshusha Pravishaitam means water is flowing, tears flowing like torrents of rain. Chakshusha Pravishaitam Sunyaitam Jagat Sarvam. The world become like vacant. Sunya. Without Krishna, the world is vacant. Govinda, Vihre Name in separation from Govinda. And the boy is in love with a girl, I cannot live without you. All the songs are like that, the Bollywood movies. I cannot live without you. How will I live without you? I'm going to die. But Krishna is, he is mother, he is father, he is Dhana Pran. Krishna Mata, Krishna Pita, Krishna Dhana Pran. So he's a Dhana Pran means he's the Dhan Pran means the life's treasure. Life treasure, our life's treasure. It's like sometimes the wife would say, I cannot live. You're my life and soul. You're my treasure. I cannot live without you. Right? Dhana Pran. You're my life. He said like that. You're my life. I cannot live without you. But here, what is the real Dhana Pran? Krishna Mata, Krishna Pita, Krishna Dhana Pran. So how can we live without Krishna? But real Dhana Pran is Krishna. Right? So how can we live without Krishna? So this is what's happening to the gopis. Although they try to forget him, but still they cannot forget. They speak against Krishna. They also doing prajalpa. The real prajalpa was done by the gopis. That's the word prajalpa come from. And when the bee came and they started to speak prajalpa against Krishna, you know, the word prajalpa is a spiritual word. Spiritual prajalpa. They're talking against Krishna. And then the bee disappear and then come back again. And Radharani was like, oh my God, maybe the bee has gone to tell the master now is what I have said. And when the bee came back, and next time the gopis, they were more cautious what to speak, because otherwise the bee is going to tell Krishna, the servant is going to tell Krishna. So they were very, very cautious in speaking. So they were doing prajalpa against Krishna, telling bad against Krishna. But that's all due to love. It shows you this pain that Radharani is telling how she feels, the pain of separation. Tell us how deep is the love. The more they speak about suffering, the deeper the love it is. Just to make us understand. It's not pain. It's not like they are dying out of cholera or hit by the thunderbolt. But just to tell you, to give you some idea how deep is the love of Krishna, that they can't live without him. And this is why it is said here that Krishna separated from them just to intensify their love for him. So this is a sloka, few slokas also explain about it, this message. I would like to stop here. Thank you very much. Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Srila Prabhupada ki. Maybe we take some, we have up to 9:10, right? Any question? Hare Krishna Mataji. There's a mic here. Backside there, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Maharaj, you were explaining in connection with the good, better, and best that Vrindavan was the abode of prema and Dwarka the abode of duty. But if I'm not mistaken, you didn't say anything about Mathura. Would you care to say something?
Mathura. Yeah, good, better, best. Dwarka is good, Mathura is better, and then Vrindavan is best. Rupa Goswami explained also in the Nectar instruction this hierarchy of the places, and they are all transcendental, definitely. But in terms of rasa, this hierarchy is given in terms of rasa. For example, in Dwarka, the rasa is what? Dasya, right? Dasya is there. There is some friendship also in Vaikuntha, like Ayodhya. Some friendship is there, Sakhya, but it is half, right? Even Vibhishan and Sugriv, they are friendly with Ramchandra. But what kind of friendship? With not Vishrambhasaka, Sambhramasaka. Sambhramasaka means friendship with respect. No, Vishrambhasaka are the Gopas. They be with fully Krishna friend. They play with Krishna. Okay, so this is why Dwarka is good, because the rasa is less. In Mathura, it is better, because there is more rasa in Mathura, right? Because in Mathura, Krishna is there. When Krishna was born, so Devaki and Vasudeva was thinking, oh, this is Lord Vishnu. They're saying Lord Vishnu. And then one point they see, they were covered by Yogamaya. No, this is my son. We have to protect him. He's my son, we have to protect. And then again, no, this is, they were praying. This is Lord Vishnu. And again, they were thinking, no, this is my son. So it was going back and forth. Right? From awe and reverence to Vatsalya Bhav. Again, awe and reverence. Again, Vatsalya Bhav. This is my son. This is Vatsalya Bhav. And again, no, this is the Supreme Lord. Right? We're praying. We never saw Yasoda Maya praying to Krishna. Right? But Devaki Vasudeva were offering prayers. Right? Yasoda would not offer prayers to Krishna. She would offer prayers to Vishnu to protect Krishna. So, but here, this Mathura, the rasa is going back and forth. So it's a bit higher than Mathura. But in Vrindavan, full-fledged. Right? Best. This is why when Rukmini was talking to the inhabitants, she said that Dwarka, in Vaikuntha, Dwarka is the highest place. It's the topmost. In Vaikuntha, Dwarka is the topmost, number one. In Vaikuntha, I'm saying. And Rukmini is saying, in Dwarka, we don't lack anything. We are wealthy. We have everything. We have so much opulences. But still, why Krishna is not completely satisfied? Even in Dwarka. What is missing? Rukmini could not understand that. Dwarka is the topmost planet in Vaikuntha, full of wealth, Aishwarya. But why my husband is not completely satisfied? And Lalita said, yes, you think that you have opulences, but we also have opulences here in Vrindavan. What's our opulences? Chintamani prakaratha sadmasukalpa vriksha laksha vrite susurabi vipalayantam lakshmi sahasra samrama sevyavanam govena mari purusham tamaham bhajami. The opulences is kalpavriksha, desire tree, surabhi cows, and Chintamani das. And the gopi said, but we're not attached to it. We are simple village girl who sell only makan, milk, and make parties, gobar. This is why Krishna is attracted with the inhabitants of Brajadham. According to Rupa Goswami, I think he goes further. He said that Dwarka, Mathura, Vrindavan, higher than Vrindavan is Govardhan. And higher than Govardhan, Radhakund. Why Vrindavan is higher? Because Vrindavan, Krishna is performing Ras Leela. And why Govardhan is higher than Vrindavan? Because in Vrindavan, Krishna disappears. And Radharani is crying for Krishna. Right? But in Govardhan, Radharani disappeared. And Krishna is crying for Radharani. Who is highest? Got a point. In Vrindavan, Krishna disappeared. Radharani is searching for Krishna. She's crying. But in Govardhan, Radharani disappeared from the sight and Krishna is searching for Radharani. He's crying for Radharani. This is highest than Vrindavan. And of course, higher than Govardhan is Radhakund. Because why Radhakund? Because there are four different groups, right? Like the groups of Radharani and Chandravali, there's two more. But in Radhakund, only Radharani's team comes to perform pastime with Krishna. The group they don't come. Only Radharani's team that come to Radhakund. That's why Radhakund is the highest. And also non-different from Srimati Radharani Radhakund. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki, Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Nidai Gaur Premanande. Thank you.